Hi guys, welcome back. Let's continue with lesson number 2 from this unit number 6 from the pre-intermediate course level 10. So just a quick review from the first lesson. We got to see two-part verbs or also considered phrasal verbs. Remember, here we had the example of using the preposition on and off and how it completely changes the meaning of the main verb turn. For this part, we have a list of the most common phrasal verbs, and here we just got into a small conversation about how you can split them or they can go together. You can split them when you have the noun, okay? And here's an example with the music, and we can split it with turn and down. Okay, turn the music down, turn down the music. So the first part for using phrasal verbs and making requests was through imperatives, right? Imperatives is when you tell somebody to do something, right? In this case, depending on the context for this example was the music, loud music, right? And just asking for a favor to turn down the music. So in this case, we have the phrasal verb turn down. We can put it together or separate it or split it as long as we have a noun. Okay, so here we have the music, and then turn the music down please, or turn down the music please. We also mentioned that if we're going to use a substitution with a pronoun such as it, he, she, they, we, etc., we're going to use it this way. We cannot have the phrasal verb together and then after use the pronoun, but it always has to be between. It has to be split this way. So the music is too loud. Please turn it down. That would be the correct form. If you say the music is too loud, please turn down it, that would be incorrect. We also saw requests with modals with the question can, could, and would. Okay, again, we're asking someone, in this case we're asking someone to do something. Okay, in this case the same example, the music, but instead of an imperative like please turn it down or turn down the music please, we're going to use a question with can, could, or would. Alright, again, if it is a phrasal verb, we can split it or we can put it together, with a noun, but if it is a pronoun such as it has to be split, so it would be here. For example, can you please turn down the music? If you're going to substitute music with it would be can you please turn it down? Okay, and we also had example with would. Okay, would you close the door please? In this case, close is a main verb, it's not a phrasal verb, so there's no splitting or separating at all. And finally, we had requests with would you mind. Again, it's a question. I told you that the most important thing is to use ing for both phrasal verbs or main verbs. And as you can see, we have turn, turning, close, closing. Okay, so the ing form is going to go to the main verb. You cannot put ing with a preposition, that would be incorrect. Okay, and would you mind? Would you mind turning the music down please? Would you mind closing the door please? Okay, so let's continue with the unit, requests with imperatives. And as you can see, here I have 5 examples of different scenarios. The first one, the scenario is the air conditioning is off. Okay, the second scenario, the TV or television is on and nobody is watching it, the television. Number 3, a person throws garbage on the floor. 4, the cat is outside, it wants to enter the house. And 5, the room is a mess, like you can see here in the picture, a disaster. Okay, so under these contexts, we're going to be making requests, but with imperatives. All right. Remember that imperatives, basically we have the action, right? The action and then the subject. And of course, we're going to use please. So, in this case, here we have the air conditioning off. So, please turn the AC on. AC referring to air conditioning. Please turn the AC on. It's really hot. So in this case, you could give a reason. It's not necessary, but it's a good way to ask or to make this request. Okay, so imagine you are in a room and it's really, really hot. So you say, I'm sorry, please turn the AC on. It's really hot. Okay, and the other person will probably say, oh yeah, that's fine, no problem. I'll do it. Okay. Then, number 2. The context is the television is on and nobody is watching it. Alright? So, in this case, it's the same. You would say, the TV is on. Turn it off, please. Okay? So why? Because the television is on and no one is watching any shows. Nobody is watching anything. Okay? So you give the reason. In this case, the TV is on. Turn it off, please. Remember, we include please. Number 3, in this case, a person throws garbage on the floor. Right? So you would say something like, I'm sorry, please pick up your garbage. Okay? I'm sorry, please pick up your garbage. Remember, you can split it, and instead of saying pick up your garbage, you could say pick your garbage up. Number 4, imagine that the cat is outside and it wants to enter the house. So imagine you have a pet cat and it's usually outside, but it's cold and maybe it wants to enter the house. So maybe you ask a different person and say, the cat is outside. Please let it in. Okay? The cat is outside. Please let it in. Okay? Let in. That's our phrasal verb, and remember that if you're going to substitute it with a pronoun, it's really important that it's split. So this is in the middle. You cannot say let in it. That would be incorrect. And finally, imagine the context where the room is a disaster. It's a mess. So imagine your mom, and she enters your room and maybe she panics because your room is a disaster. Well, you could say, your mom probably could say, clean up your room, right? Clean up your room. Remember, clean up is another example of a phrasal verb. And in this case, your room is the subject. So remember that you can leave it like this, or you can also split it and say clean your room up. So clean your room up. Okay, that would be the expression. Now, when somebody makes a request with an imperative, or it just makes a request, the answer or the way you would respond, you would say maybe yes, I will do it. Okay, yes, I'll do it, or no problem. So imagine the air conditioning is off and a person, maybe a friend or a coworker, says, please turn the AC on, it's really hot. You would respond something like, okay, no problem, yes, or yes, I'll do it, or yes, I'll turn it on. Okay. Again, for number 2, imagine you're at home with your family and the TV is on, but nobody's watching television. So maybe your father says, hey, the TV is on, turn it off, please. So you would respond something like, okay, I'll do it, or yes, no problem, or yes, I'll turn it off, or okay, I'll turn it off. Imagine this, a person throws garbage on the floor and then you say, I'm sorry, please pick up your garbage. That person might respond, okay, I'll do it, or okay, I'll pick it up, or no problem. Okay, so those are different options, and as you can see, all of them include I will or I'll. Okay, or an expression like no problem or yes, that's fine. Okay, for example, the room is a mess, and your mom says, clean up your room. You would respond, okay, I'll do it, or yes, I'll clean it up. Okay, so that would be the best answer choice when somebody asks or makes a request, okay, such as these. So that would be it for this lesson number 2, and I will see you for the final one.